this big grandpa.
The feel and the sound makes you smile at next level.
Exactly.
I believe none of our engines with twin, even 650 twins from RE, are comparable at this moment.
Yeah.
It's like a meditation on the bike. You feel that there is a soul in the bike when it is live, firing out the strokes, something mesmerizing, and we feel the nostalgia in it.
Exactly.
Hey folks, this is Yogesh from Automotriz Technica, and we are at Nancy's Cafe. And here is Legendary Vinay.
Hey, how are you, Yogesh?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Yeah.
And glad that you have called me here. Nice ambience.
Yeah, it was a
Ducks barking.
Yeah, it was a good ride, good short ride to the cafe, and we're just done with our coffee.
Coffee.
And tea. So we're thinking of doing a video on the RD350 at this point in time and talk about a bit of history about the bike in India and how is this bike different than what we have back in the US, etc. So yeah, let's go to the bike and see the bike in real and talk about it further.
Yes, and definitely some traces about the technical stuff,
Yes.
specifications on the bike, the HT and LT as well.
Yeah, sure. Let's
Go
talk
ahead.
about that. We have our bikes parked over there. As you can see, Yogesh has come on his classic 350 Halcyon green, and I have come on the RD350. So you guys might be wondering why I'm riding RD350 daily now, right? The story goes like this. I borrowed this bike from my brother for a week or so to just experience the feel of the RD and twist its ears for a few days. So that's exactly why I've got this, and yes, this has been drinking like a guzzler. It's definitely a drunkard machine. I filled about 4 liters and there's no trace of it so far. I've not even ridden 40 kilometers, so that's what it is. So it might be giving some 10 or 12 or whatever mileage. So yeah, so that's the bike right in front of you.
And you can connect it to the Bollywood films as well.
Oh yes. I did this bike. I think I first saw
In the Hero movie?
Hero movie, when our favorite back in those days, Jaggu Dada used to be riding this bike in that movie.
Our beloved Jackie Shroff.
Yeah, beloved Jackie Shroff, Jaggu Dada was riding this bike.
And Meenakshi Sheshadri.
Yeah. So yeah. So still very fresh in the memories of anybody grew up in 80s can relate to me very well, but not rest probably. But yeah, so that's the bike. These are the original Speedo consoles what used to come back in those days.
This is some
Very primitive and very authentic Rajpoot Yamaha. And
I believe this is the first bike which used to come with the RPM.
yes, back in those days, yes, this was the first bike which used to come with RPM, and in fact the first bike which came with 30 bhp of power also.
Yep.
Right. So yeah, how back in those days 30 bhp of power on two wheels was like a death machine, right? Why I say that is one thing is we were not ready for it from an infrastructure point of view, that is the roads, etc. And even the bike came with just these drum brakes, right?
Yep.
You see here, just these drum brakes. These definitely cannot have the stopping power for a 30 bhp machine. There's no disc brake either in the front nor in the back, absolutely nothing. And the kind of bite you have on this drum brake is next to none. There's nothing.
It has that Doordarshan type of liners inside.
Yeah, so and it doesn't stop at all, right? You need to make sure, you need to gauge.
Stand on the.
Yeah, you need to gauge your stopping distance and manage it with the gears, etc. In gear braking is very very important in such bikes. So yeah, so
And
30
also the
bhp.
rain, if there is seepage in the rain and all, the slips.
Yeah. When the rain happens, I think the water also enters into
Yep,
the drum,
that's
and
true.
all those things create an issue. So yes, coming back to a bit of history about this bike, right? In India, this bike was launched in 1983, precisely. So 1983, back in those days, yes, my dad served for escorts all the way from 1980 to 2001 when he retired. So yes, there's a lot of history which I've heard from him, and also I've heard from his colleagues who used to be I've interacted a few times. So yes, the history is like this, and 30 bhp we were not ready, all those things. So yes, this bike finally got launched in 1983 with all the high torque power, and in India it launched at 30 bhp power, if I'm right. And the same thing on the US side, US spec was at 37 or 39 bhp, right?
Yeah, it's
and
39 from
and that
Japanese one.
US spec had a disc brake
Yeah.
back in the US.
Yeah.
And that bike was in the US since I think mid 70s or late 70s is when that bike was launched in the US. In India, this one came in this form in 83. So yes, there were a lot of accidents which used to happen because we have, from a rider perspective and infrastructure perspective, we were not ready to handle this kind of power, right?
Correct.
So yes, 83 to 85, this particular model was there, and then company went back to the drawing board and decided how do we, do better or scale this down or detune this further. So then finally the bike got detuned to 27 or 26 or 27 bhp, and that was called as LT version. And
The low
this-
torque.
Yeah, the low torque version, and which was relaunched as a low torque in 1986. So all the 86 to 89, these 3 years until the time the bike itself got discontinued, was produced in LT form, right? So that was one, but still we never got the disc brakes.
Yep.
It still remained. And in parallel, 1985, 86, RX100 was launched, which was very powerful 100cc bike back in those days, and even today it's very relevant even today. So today also it's the most powerful 100cc, and I think it will remain. There's nothing which can take its position. So
Nobody can replace it.
yeah, irreplaceable. So yeah, so that is the little bit of history about the RD and the RX. Yes, as we speak, I'm getting a 1987/88 RX100 build, which is in progress at this point in time. So I'm getting it done, built from scratch in the original blue color,
Yep.
which is coming. So yes, the mechanics who work on these bikes are in a different state of tune or mind, so we cannot push them to do it fast, do it that, do it this. It takes its own sweet time to come out. So
Perfect.
I'm expecting that it may take few months to get ready. So once that is ready, I will definitely introduce and show you guys around the bike.
Yep.
So
We are waiting.
yeah, so that is something.
The handlebar is something spectacular. This
Yeah.
have been taken into the Bullets and the Royal Enfields
Correct.
Interceptor.
Yeah. So you see the riding stance, right? When you sit on this bike, you have a very commanding position, right? A very commanding position, very relaxed. So well sought out ergonomics, I would say, from the 70s, right? So well sorted, very very comfortable.
There's a prominent thing. This is, I think, the
Yeah, that is the
instrument panel.
instrument console, which typically shows you the neutral.
Neutral, yeah.
There is neutral,
Green light.
and there is indicator,
Oh,
and the center one is high beam, which is not working, so I cannot show you. But there is indicator, there is neutral, and high beam. So it typically shows you those three features.
the electrical are typical Rajpoot and Yamaha type.
Electricals are typical Rajpoot style, very simple. I think this is to turn on the light and high beam, low beam, whatever. And this is the indicator, and this is your on. And this is your, I think this is ignition on,
Yeah.
this is ignition off, and this is the headlight on.
Mm-hmm.
I think these are the three functions what are built. And this is being used, similar type is being used in the
Royal
newer
Enfield.
classics currently.
Yeah, it's here. I have just taken the.
Yeah, similar one.
And we missed, what is this one in that?
Style.
This one.
This one I think is probably headlight on.
Headlight on. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
And
not
high
sure.
beam
It
maybe.
has 3 positions. No, it has 2 positions. I think it's headlight on.
Yeah, yeah. Sounds
I
great.
haven't used it, so
So classic, they have been using the same.
yeah.
The all are rotary. I get confused.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's little bit about the bike and all that. So
So these are the original. Nothing has been changed and nothing is from the other bike.
yeah.
Everything is
This is how it
original.
used to
The drums are both of the same size,
come. Yeah.
and the chain is open, and it has got 2 silencers. The beauty of this is it's a twin cylinder,
Yes.
and that is 2-stroke.
It's a 347cc parallel twin with the reed valve setup. There is reed valve inside this,
Yeah.
which is precisely the reason why the bike pumps in that kind of bhp and power.
That is
It's
why they
a
call it as torque
torque
induction.
induction, yeah, through the reed valve
Yep.
mechanism.
And this oil is for the gears.
This is a gearbox oil which is there, and it takes about 1500 ml,
1500 ml. Yes.
1500 ml oil for the clutch.
Yeah. And for the lubrication of the cylinders, you have to put 30 ml
You have
per
to-
liter.
Yeah, you have to put 30-35 ml per liter in the tank, or there is a fuel pump inside this.
Yeah, it will suck from here.
Sorry, there is an oil pump inside this, and this is the adjuster for that.
Okay.
And you will need to fill the oil in this tank.
Same as Yamaha.
Yeah, there is a oil tank, 2T oil tank here. This used to show the level and all that if it's coming down.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's functional, but this is where you put the 2T oil.
Okay. The safe is 35 ratio.
Yeah, the 30,
Per liter.
30-35 ml is the typical ratio what it takes.
This shows license Yamaha. It's an original Japanese engine. And tuning is like we have to listen and tune it.
Yeah, you have to listen and tune because there's no gadget, there's no machines you can
and-
connect. It's not fuel injection, it's carburetor. You need to have a very keen listening skill to be able to tune those two carburetors really in sync and perfect manner.
So gearing is 1 down. It's a 6 gears, right?
Yeah, it's 1 down, 5
5 up.
back. It's a single gear shifter, as you can see.
Yep.
Back in those days, like how the sports bikes used to be, right?
And it's a side stand with a good.
Yeah.
And the next is like you have a Kickstarter. There is no starter here. None. That time we didn't have the starters.
That time we didn't have, I think,
Yes.
torque anywhere.
The brake is on the right, and this is the kick lever.
We didn't have any such starters back then. So, all right.
This is a roaring machine.
Oh
So,
yes, it is. It is.
You have it since I think 3 days.
Yeah, last Friday I went and got it from my brother. I left my classic there, and I said that hey, I want to keep it for a week or so and twist its ears and see how the bike feels. So I got it. So yeah. So let's hear how it sounds, right?
I see a different smile on your face after riding this.
Yeah.
I could not catch you on the Bullet. I'm in Classic 350. You were zooming off.
Yeah.
So in comparison of today's machine of Duke 390 with respect to this.
Yeah. I will say in terms of power it's comparable, but in terms of feel it's not comparable.
That's true.
In terms of feel, this gives a better ride.
Better
feel
ride.
And more enjoyment.
Correct. So he's starting the bike now.
Yeah.
Whoa, 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 whoa. That's a twin rumble.
Yeah, the twin rumble of the twin.
That is with 2 strokes.
Yeah. So you can hear. Loose smoke coming out.
The smoke is due to RX100 allado.
So these
350.
small kids are asking for a round on this big grandpa. Yeah. So let me take a quick spin and take a quick round here.
Sure, sure.
You can hear the flyby.
The feel and the sound
Yeah,
makes you smile at next level.
exactly.
I believe none of our engines with twin, even 650 twins from RE, are comparable at this moment.
Yeah.
It's like a meditation on the bike. You feel that there is a soul in the bike when it is live, firing out the strokes, something mesmerizing, and we feel the nostalgia in it.
Exactly. So that's the kind of soul the bike has. All right.
Yeah,
So that's pretty much, I think, at this point.
thanks Vinay for this history of this RD350.
Yeah.
So RD350 stands for
Race derived.
race derived.
Race derived, and later on, due to a lot of mishaps, it I think turned out to become rapid death and all sort of
Yep.
new acronyms which came up. But it's originally called race derived.
Yeah, and the thing is now the people modified this. They put a disc brake
Yeah.
and they are selling it at a price of 5 to 6 lakhs.
Seriously.
Yeah, that's the nostalgia, and it made it a space in the human mankind.
Yeah.
Still, the people from US, UK, they love this machine, and it has got a halogen bulb.
Yeah, but it's not working. But
Yeah.
it does have an halogen bulb, I think so.
Yep. Thanks, Vinay, for this wonderful review and history of this bike with the technological
sure.
information.
Anytime, Yogesh.
Yeah.
It was nice catching up
over a coffee.
and also show you around this bike.
Yep.
So my pleasure. Thank you.
So, folks, if you know Vinay has a enormous amount of subscribers on his channel, MotoWin77. He runs his channel on YouTube, and he is an excellent rider and a passion towards automobiles. So whatever you have, you can subscribe to his channel and see his videos. Stay tuned. So guys, if you like my videos, subscribe to my channel Automotriz Technica.
Thank you.
Yeah, push the thumbs up button and stay blessed.